Hi, this is the first movie for PowerPoint Pause and Practice 3-2. So we're in the presentation that is about presentation planning that we worked on through Pause and Practice 1. And on this one, we're going to add some speaker notes and print the notes pages and then rehearse the presentation. So we're going to start off by creating a visual transition between topics. So we're going to put like section headings to group slides together. So we're going to put a new slide with a section heading layout after slides 3, 9, and 15. So you want to start with 3 because then, the numbers all move down. So we're going to do new slide, and we want to do a section header. Okay, so that becomes our new slide 4. Then we're going to go to 9, and we're going to insert a new section header there. And then slide 16, the one with the heart, insert section header. Okay. So now we should have a total of 19 slides in our presentation, and I want you to go back up to slide 4. We're going to put some text in here. So the title is going to be Presentation Structure. So that's what these slides are about. Presentation structure. Okay. And then we're going to delete the subtitle. So I'm going to select that container and hit my delete key. We're going to go to slide 10. It's going to be presentation practice. And then I'm going to delete the subtopic. Go to 17. Oops. Now why is that supposed to be on 16? Did I go to the wrong slide? Okay. So mine is as 17, so I must have done it wrong. So I'm just going to use this and drag it up and rearrange it because we want 16, the one before the heart, to be summary. And then delete. Okay. Yeah, I think I went to slide 16 and you're supposed to go to 15 when we inserted. So, all right. So let's go ahead to slide 11. Click on slide 11. Prepare speaker notes. All right. So let's come up here to the view button, and then we're going to select notes page from our view. It's going to switch where you have the slide at the top, and then you have a box at the bottom that you can add your notes as the presenter to list things that you want to make sure that you discuss when this slide is on your screen, because we all know how terrible it is to sit through a PowerPoint presentation where someone just reads everything on the slide. Like, okay, we can read. We don't need you to read it to us. The slide should really just be the highlights, the big points, and then you further discuss the topic. And that's where speaker notes can come into play, because you can put pieces of information that you want to make sure that you cover while this slide is on. So we're going to type print slide. Okay, they want us to do bulleted lists, so we're going to go home and put on our bullets, and then we're going to type print slide with discussion points below. And we're going to tab to indent, make notes brief, like cue cards. Keep text large so it is easy to read. Okay, I'm going to do one more, and then I'm going to just pause and type all this stuff in. Okay, so I need to go back to the main bullet. So I'm going to do a shift tab. That takes me back. But remember from our last one, we can use this indent, decrease and increase indent to do it, right? My hands were on the keyboard, so I just kept doing it. Okay, I'm going to pause now. I'm going to type in the rest of this notes, but and then I'll restart the movie. Okay, so I have all of the notes for slide 11. I want to go ahead and go to the next slide so I can type the notes in there. So I just did a page down, and I'm at slide 12. We have text that we're going to type in those notes. I'm going to go ahead and type it and return. Okay, so there were 4 lines. Experience is the best teacher. Identify strengths and develop them. Identify weaknesses and work to overcome them. And reduce tendency to be nervous. So those are the speaker notes for the material on this slide, right? See, there's not a lot of text on here. This is what you're going to pull out of that on that slide for the presentation. All right, so we're going to go back to our normal view. So I'm going to use this button, and I can go back. I also could have done view normal. You can do it right down there. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to try and do a file print. And what we're going to print is slides 11-12 in the slides, which is a custom range. We want to do the notes page, right? So I changed that to notes page. And that's exactly what we were seeing when we were typing it in, right? Slide at the top, your pieces of information. Nobody sees this but you, right? So what I usually do is print these out in this view, and then I've got all my like little cue cards down there of pieces of information that I want to do. Okay. Scale to fit. Let's see. For print layout. Scale to fit. We got that. And then you would just print. You don't need to print for me. Okay. We're going to go ahead and go back. I just wanted to make sure you knew how to do that. So I'm going to do a little save here, and then we're going to rehearse the presentation and save the timing. So we're going to go to the slideshow tab. That's how you play a slideshow, right? And we're going to use the button that says rehearse timings. Right here, it's in the setup. So we're going to start up here at 1, and we're going to move through the slideshow, so we can just hold on a second. Resume slideshow. Oh, it's on my other screen. Okay. So I'm just clicking. You can't actually see the presentation. You're still seeing it. I have 3 monitors, so it's on my other monitor. I'm just clicking through it. You want to 3 to 5 seconds. I'm not going to wait that long for this movie. But all you're going to do is click through it, and it's recording how long you're on each slide, which I'm not doing very long. But you want to do 3 to 5 for just rehearsal. You'd want to, if you were doing this for real, you'd actually want to go through your presentation to see the timing. For example, if you have to do a speech and it's 5 to 7 minutes, then you want to rehearse this and make sure, if you're going to get dinged, if it's less than 5 or more than 7, then you want to make sure that you are within that window. And this can really help you do that. So when it was done with the presentation, I clicked on the button that said, yes, I want to save the timings. So now I want to go to the slide sorter, and you can see how much time, not very much, I spent on each of the slides, right? So that's helpful to you to see your slides. Let's go to the transitions tab, and we're going to deselect, let's see, on mouse click, timing, undo on mouse click, and we're going to change the after to 3 seconds. So what this is doing is nobody needs to be here to click the mouse. It's just going to automatically move to the next slide every 3 seconds. We apply that to all. Look at the timings for each of these is 3 seconds. So that's a feature, like if you're making a presentation that's going to be run at like a kiosk, just a self-running slideshow, you could set up and it just will keep running without somebody there to do that. Okay, so we want to go to the section header slides, which is 4, 10, and 16, and we want to change the after to 1 second, but we only want to do it on those. So click on that one. We're going to do after. Click on that one. Right. So we set them all to 3 seconds, and then we went back and made these just 1 second. So they'll go through pretty, I'm going to do a save, and we're going to go to the slideshow tab, and I'm going to, in the monitors, we're going to make sure it says presenter view, and let's see, if you have 2 monitors, click for them. Let's just do it. Okay. So you're actually seeing with the, like what I would see, not what the presentation would be. That's on my other monitor. But you'll see it's going through. And there's our animation. There's the animation there. 3 seconds, which seems like an eternity when you're not talking. Oh, there it comes bouncing in. Remember the animation we did there? There's the little spin. That should be faster. And so for my view, here's what the person sees. Here's the next one up, and then here's the notes page. So summary, that should be faster. Then here's our heart. It should spin, spin, good. There's our presentation. We're not going to automatically print that or play that. And there's the end. So very good. So let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and escape out of that. I'm going to save that. And we are done with the second pause and practice. All right, guys, one more to go.